Kathy Simpson with Simpson Math. In this video, we're going to create a two-way table. Marie is getting married at an outdoor ceremony in the desert. In recent years, it has rained only 5 days each year. When it actually rains, the weatherman predicts it rains 80% of the time. When it doesn't rain, he incorrectly forecasts rain 10% of the time. Marie used the information to create a two-way table so that she's planning for her wedding. She's displaying various data to help her make her decisions about the wedding. And here she creates a two-way table based upon that rain. So she's looking at all the different days within the year and trying to decide, is it raining or not raining? So the first variable she's looking at is the weather. Does it rain or not rain? So I'm going to put that variable here along the top. So it rains or it doesn't rain. So we're looking at how many days each year that happens. Then she wants to know, of those days that it rains or it doesn't rain, what does the weatherman do? How does he handle that? Well, sometimes he predicts rain and sometimes he predicts no rain. So our other variable is the weatherman's actions. He either predicts rain or he doesn't predict rain. So that'll be along this column. Predicts rain or he predicts no rain. Once we have our variables, remember that both the row and the column has to have a total. There has to be a total column and a total row here. So that when we make our two-way table, here are our variables separated. And then our boxes here, down in the very corner, we're going to have our our total population. Then this column is going to be the total number of days predicted rain and the total number of days predicted no rain. And this total is going to be the total number of days that it didn't rain and the total number of days that it did rain. So when we are building our two-way table, the first place you want to start is with those variables. Then when we're filling it in, we want to begin with the population size, that total. So in this case, I'm looking for the number of days, the total number of days in my year. And so in a year, there are 365 days. So my population is 365. When you're filling in a two-way table, you want to look to see what is your population size. What is your total number of things that you're looking at? Do that first. Then once you've done that, then we can look at the prevalence of whatever's occurring or however many days there are. So in this case, we know that there were 5 days that it rained each year. So out of those 365 days, I know a total of 5 days rained, which means that 360 days it didn't rain. I can just subtract to find that out. So I start with my population, use that prevalence to find out the number of days it rained. Then I'm going to read the rest of my information to find out some more. When it actually rains, the weatherman predicts rain 80% of the time. So he gets it right when it rains 80% of the time. He gets a true positive. It rains and he predicts rain 80% of the time. So I'm going to do 80% of 5. Remember that percent is always out of 100. So we could make this 8/10 times 5, which is 40 over 10 or just 4. So 4 days that it rains, he predicted rain, which means one of those days that it rained, he predicted no rain. Then it tells us that 10% of the time when it doesn't rain, he says it does rain. So 10% of the time that it doesn't rain, so 10% of those 360, remember with 10% it just takes and moves that decimal over one spot to the left. So 36 days, he's going to say that it does rain. 36 out of those 360 days, he says it does rain. So throughout the year, he says it rains a total of 40 days. Even though it only rained 5 days, he predicted rain 40 days. That means that here he said that, well, let's see, 20, 24, that's going to make that 60, 10. So 324 days, when it doesn't rain, he predicted that it didn't rain. And that makes a total of 325 days throughout the year he predicts no rain. Now I can kind of check myself. It should add this way, add that way, add this direction. Sure enough, it does. So there we've got our two-way table. Then we can begin to look at the data and we can see how the two variables are related. Math Made Simple at Simpson Math. Thanks for watching.